Hey, hot tea
Hello.
with pleasures. I am Hilary, all the way here in Ontario, Canada.
And I'm Risa over here in beautiful island of Barbados.
I
And we are
am
bringing
a
you tonight hot tea with pleasures.
raw, real, and as you can see so far, live. Well, it's supposed to be live, but we already had technical difficulties, so that's now why we're pre-recorded. um, My name is Hilary. As I said before, I am a motivational speaker and life coach, also entrepreneur. So I dabble in a lot of things from trucking to logistics to lubrication. That's where we're going tonight. And how did we get here, Teresa?
Well, after some research, long months diving into where we've never
You
been
look stressed when
before
you said that.
in terms of nature
But before we go
and
any
getting
further,
some advice from our
yes,
chemist,
yes.
we are here. We had some volunteers, we got their feedback. Everything seems on track, and we're looking to come to you in the summer with our new product, not giving away too much. We are excited about this, and I know there are a lot of people out there
Mm-hmm.
that tried our product, our volunteers, and they too are excited.
Yes.
So here we are with our podcast, giving you some more information, having some topics to discuss a bit more about it, and some other issues that we have, day to day in our day to day lives.
Yeah.
We'll be discussing mental issues, women issues, men issues, eating habits,
People issues.
disorders, lubrication, you name it. We'll be discussing it. We want you to like, we want you to comment, we want you to give us your feedback and be a family with hot tea with pleasure. Let's
Yes.
talk about it.
We're going to go from erections to vaginal dryness, from
Mhm.
crying to depression. You name it, we're going to talk about it because everything is a lubrication and moisturizing of your life. Well, before we go any further and start the show, we're going to talk to you about something called a disclaimer.
Yes, our
Teresa, you want
disclaimer.
to tell
Let's
them about
put
that
it in
disclaimer, girl?
there. Our disclaimer. We are not medical practitioners. I'm an entrepreneur, massage therapist, trained and certified, and a formula therapist. We are not medical practitioners. We are not doctors. All our information that we have is research. It's from some of our experiences. So we are sharing our ideas, our experience, and our research.
That's
And
correct.
Hillary
Yes.
can give you some more.
Sorry? I didn't hear what you said. Say that one more time.
Yes, you can give us some more.
Well, yes. What we want to do is we want to dig in tonight with the whole lubrication factor. Now, as Teresa informed you, we came up with a product that deals with lubrication and fixes a little issue that some of you have. We're not going to give too much information, but let's just say everybody's going to be happy. Men and women, yes, men are going to be happy, and women. Not because the women are wearing the lubricant, men, because you too can also gain from this lubricant. Okay? So let's start with things that you can do to help with vaginal dryness. Teresa, you want to start out?
Okay, vaginal dryness. At some point, we in our life, it will happen to us. Whether it happened to us because of age, whether it happened to us because of medication we were taking. So, from our research and communication with various people, we found that there are foods that we can add to our diet.
Mm-hmm.
Some we can eliminate, and some we can add to our diet. Like for
So
foods for
before you
lubrication,
go into
for
that, before you run into the foods, you want to tell them what causes vaginal dryness, like some of the symptoms, and what causes
yeah,
that.
the like I said before, the vaginal dryness is caused by low estrogen level in
Mm-hmm.
our body, and the vaginal
AKA
tissue.
menopause.
The vaginal tissue becomes thin and dry, and you have a result of painful sex. And we don't want that. So from our research, we have discovered that these foods can complement our sex life, and we call them our lubrication foods.
Yeah.
So they're foods for female lubrication and they're foods for men lubrication.
And when does and vaginal dryness can start from as early as 30 years old. I mean, it can be from anything, infection. It could be from a lack of sex. It could be from thinning out the vaginal walls. You name it. There's so many different things that go. Man,
Medication.
the vagina has a lot of problems, man. Sometimes it's like it's working overtime.
Mind you, that's another topic.
It is another topic for another
That's
time.
another topic for another time.
You see, here's some of the technical difficulties here. My eyes are starting to look like that girl. What's that little girl in that
Orphan.
show?
Orphan.
Orphan.
That movie Orphan.
I'm slowly fading and turning into a purple blob. But back to the show. The lack of blood flow in the area of the vagina is another reason of vaginal dryness, and we tend to use different soaps or different scented items, and those are also reasons for causing vaginal dryness. There's a lot of things that goes on down there, of course, and now Teresa's going to go into a little bit of good news for us. Natural ways of lubricating. Natural. That's what we're all about. We're all about the natural stuff, girl.
Let me sit up for this one. I see Hilary is all excited.
I am.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
From our research, some of the natural lubrications we found is in things that we eat or diet, for one. For females, believe it or not, there are different foods that cater to our lubrication. And for the males, it's different foods that cater to their lubrication. For females, the foods high in fatty acids, right?
Yes.
We
Omega-3.
like to pop our vitamins or omega-3s and stuff. It's that, and it's also foods like pistachios or collard greens.
Yeah.
Those foods
I love
high
pistachios. Do you love pistachios? I love them.
I love nuts. Let's put it that way. I love nuts.
No comment, girl. No comment. That's on you.
We're keeping it raw and real, right?
Keep it raw and real.
Right. So
you're gonna regret that. Oh my god.
Pistachios. I was saying pistachios,
Yes.
watermelon.
Yes, pistachios.
Salmon, of course.
Yeah.
Did you ever wonder why salmon always swim upstream?
Why?
Is there some sort of connection with sperm going upstream, salmon going upstream to mate? And I love my salmon. I love my salmon.
This again, the disclaimer: this is not Teresa's not a fisherman or a
I'm
medical
a fish
practitioner.
person. I love my salmon. I love my omega-3. So
Cranberry juice. We all know about the cranberry juice thing, and this is the thing. This is interesting because so many times women use cranberry juice as a way of helping with urinary tract infection, and the reason why it helps because it actually lubricates the vagina and the vaginal wall. So that's why you use the cranberry juice, and voila, you're fixed. Hot chilies. That's another one.
That's an interesting one. I didn't know.
That's it. Oh yeah. And California is about to go back out of avocados.
Oh my goodness.
Because avocados.
After we share this information that we have researched.
Yes, girl. Avocados are going to be gone off the shelf again. Now, the great things about
our men.
Sorry?
What about our men?
Or men? Oh yeah, let's tell the men.
Yeah, food lubrication for our men as well.
There's one item on that list that the men are going to love, and they are going to look over at their wives right about now, their girlfriends, and say, "I told you so. Told you it was good for me." Go ahead.
Good. For the men, you have kale. Ever wonder why Popeye and Olive were always the topic when it comes to the cartoon? Spinach is on the list for men for lubrication. Imagine that. Spinach, kale, I think green leafy vegetables on the board.
Collard greens
a
are
good
good for you.
lubrication. Collard
Ladies and
greens
men, did you hear that? Collard greens are good for you.
to eat.
They create
To eat.
lots of lubricant.
Yes, you have to cook them. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no other use. Just cook. Nice. And watermelon is another one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, a good food
And
for
drink a lot of water as well.
yeah, good erection.
That's also good for the skin.
Yeah.
And as we're on the topic of lubrication, it is good for lubrication. So water in itself and watermelon.
So cucumber, any kind of melon, any kind of growth, anything with that melon
That
base that
entire
has
family.
the whole family is good for penis health. Yeah.
Yeah, the flavonoids are within these foods. That's what makes them extremely good for you and for lubrication. So,
Number 3. Here it comes.
drum roll. Go on, Hilary.
Coffee.
Uh,
Coffee. Starbucks. No, I'm joking. Not Starbucks. I'm not
Starbucks.
endorsing Starbucks. But coffee is a
We're not here to promote
So
any brands.
here's what coffee does
Remember?
for men. Are you ready? Coffee helps with men penis growth. It also
Alright.
helps with erectional dysfunction and is the very effective food for the penis. Coffee, ladies and gentlemen.
Any brand of coffee? I think I have coffee.
I am not answering that question. All I can tell you is coffee.
I might cover it.
If you go and get dollar store coffee, well, that's on you. I don't know.
Okay.
But yes, it has 5 grams of five calories, and it's great. It has low rate of dysfunction. It has a higher rate of erectional less erectional dysfunction issues. So of all the foods, this is the one that has a low rate when it comes to any kind of erectile dysfunction. It actually increased the growth of the penis, and it also makes it healthier for some reason. Apparently it relaxes the blood vessels so much that it pumps more blood into the area, and voila.
Yeah, watermelon does that as well.
And watermelon does that as well. Now, obviously, if coffee does that, then dark chocolate would do
Dark
that.
chocolate.
There you go. I love dark chocolate.
I love dark. I love dark chocolate.
I love it.
You guys can see we had fun doing our research.
We had a lot of fun doing
You're
that research.
hilarious.
They said that that's high. It is it's high in sugar and fat. We do know that, so you can't eat too much of it. However, it is a good food for erectional dysfunction.
Yeah.
Continue. Salmon. We talked about salmon.
Yes, you did mention salmon, which is high in omega-3 fatty acid. So
Yeah.
salmon,
yeah.
red tuna, that comes on all those come on the same list.
Mm-hmm. And that's
And you know,
because it has
we were growing
80%.
up.
Yeah, it has around 80% of vitamin D, and it is the best food. Okay, the best food for erectional dysfunction. The best salmon.
Okay, let me get my
I love living in Canada.
just get my pen here and start making some pointers. Start making my shopping
We have a lot of
list for
salmon
next
in
month.
Canada.
Yeah. Okay, dark chocolate is coffee. Any
Yep.
particular brand of coffee?
Sorry?
Any particular brand of coffee or just coffee?
It just
Dark
says,
chocolate,
all I
coffee,
know
salmon,
is that I was told that it
watermelon.
was coffee, okay? And a lot of guys
Okay.
swear by this. Apparently it works. So don't quote
Okay.
me on this, okay? It is
Okay.
people saying these things based off of their experiences, and they share this information with us. We were looking for a lot of information now, and we found it.
Now, this is the part now where we must say we apologize for the technical difficulties that
On
we're
my
having.
face.
I can imagine we having this discussion live,
Oh
and
yeah, that would have been
people
great.
can weigh in
Yes,
with,
that would have been
you
great.
know, their experiences. They can share their knowledge, their research,
Mm-hmm.
and we really have a good discussion. So I'm really looking forward for next topic, May 7th, same 8 p.m. on Saturday, for our discussion where we will be live and you can really join in and
Yeah.
share. But
So
you
let's.
know, this is our pre-recording, so you can you can make your comments. We will view
Why are
your
you acting like you
comments
ended the show?
afterwards.
We're still
It's not
talking.
the end yet. You're just letting you know when you watch our podcast. Just comment. Just give us your feedback.
Why are you acting like you ended the show, Teresa? We just
You're not
started.
ending. It's just like here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
The next item that's really.
We have those difficulties. We couldn't go live.
Yeah, it
So
would have been great, but
moving on.
technical issues do happen, and unfortunately, we weren't able to fix everything. But we got a lot of things fixed. It's just that this particular one was too much for us to record. But it happens. Anyhow, oranges and berries. Let's talk about those for
Hmm?
men. It's
Go
very
on.
it's similar to dark chocolate. If you imagine that, you know, it's
Orange
very very
berries.
rich in it's a very very rich food. So based on what we've heard, it is great for chances of helping erectile dysfunction if you eat oranges and berries.
Good, good.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about that. I've never
This
heard
one is
that.
mainly for male lubrication.
There's a lot of stuff, and
The
then
orange
there's the
berries.
last one is that we have on the list is spicy foods again. Um, Spicy foods, hot sauce. We know we love our hot sauce.
Let's keep it to food, Hilary. Scotch bonnet.
Scotch
I think
bonnet, yeah.
there's a chef that creates a Scotch bonnet oil. So you can Google him, check him out on Instagram. I'll let you guys do the research,
Hmm.
and you will find there's a Scotch bonnet
Poor
oil
man's gonna be able to run
on
out
the
of product.
market.
He's not gonna have no product left.
That'll be good. That'll be good. You can check it out on Instagram. Just put in Scotch bonnet oil, and you'll sure to see that chef.
Hmm. Soon we'll have some stuff for people to see. Now, one thing that before we go any further is Hillary loves her tea, and she loves being a mom. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my kids bought this for me years ago. I used to walk around the office with this. See how big it
Well,
is?
that's a
Almost
big
as
cup.
big as my head. So, so every week I will tell you what I'm drinking. I'm not endorsing anyone. It's just that I love tea. Anyone that knows me knows that I love tea. Okay. So this week I am drinking ginger and tamarick. I don't think you can see this, but it
It's
is
a bit weird.
it's a ginger tamarick wellness tea by the Great Canadian Tea Company. They are really good. I love it. I love their tea. It's loose tea. If you
Okay.
It's real. Oh my God! It's like I wish I could
This smell
share
really
the
nice.
smell with you guys. It's really good. See, on more technical issues, we can't do anything. You can't see anything, you know. But
What's going on with your eye?
oh, my eyes are fading. Look,
Oh,
see
okay. I
how
see. I
beautiful
see.
that
I
is.
see.
That's all like dried tamarick and ginger, and it's
Ginger.
all yeah. So I put it in my little crew machine, and voila, tea.
Good.
I mix it with another because you can get it in bag or you can get it in loose. So I have the
Yes.
loose brew and then I put a bag inside it to make it extra strong. And that's what I have today. Tamarick and ginger, baby.
Okay.
Continue.
Well,
Yeah, I interrupted for my tea time.
that's fine. That's fine. Another thing that I thought about in terms of helping with lubrication, both for men and women, is exercise.
Yes.
Is exercise. From our busy
Do
schedules.
not swear at the people and say exercise. No, I love working out. You know about that. I love working
Yeah,
out.
And as a massage therapist,
Mm-hmm.
I have to work out. I have to work out.
Yeah.
So, but with exercise, it helps you relieve stress.
Yes.
That's like massage helps you relieve stress. The exercise helps you relieve stress.
Mm-hmm.
It just frees you up. If you are not a person that like exercising, go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just sit on the
Now,
sand.
Teresa, we all
Don't
do
be
not live in
a
Barbados and have access to a beach, okay? Some people like
Okay,
me
I'm
have a
sorry.
lake,
Go to the
all right?
pool. Go to the
Not
pool.
everybody can
The
afford a pool.
the movement in the water, that alone,
Hmm.
it takes a load off and it
Go to
helps
your tubs,
you
people. Go to your tubs.
go to your tub with a tea.
Hey, my tub is my ocean. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, good. Yeah, but exercise really helps you take a load off, freeze your mind, free up your mind.
Hmm.
And it really relaxes you. And I find your healthy eating,
Hmm.
exercise, your body's gonna function really well.
Yes, and that lubrication is going to really work. Now, I don't know if we spoke about sweet potatoes and some soys, as well as vitamin A, B, and E. Those are very, very great things to help with lubrication for vaginal dryness. And primrose oil, huh, I swear by it. I'm telling you right now,
Eating primrose?
girl,
Go on.
get your
Let me get my
primrose
glasses for
oil.
this one because I think I gotta write some notes. You're
Put
schooling me now, Hilary. Go on. Go on. I'm listening.
you putting notes down for yourself.
You never know. I may have to share. So for those who missed the podcast,
Yeah, primrose oil is really good for you. You're nuts. Oh my god. But yes, yeah, the sweet potatoes, they have the rich beta carotene and vitamin A, and that protects against the thinning of the urinary wall. I mean, that's the thinning of the urinary wall. That is one of the major reasons for vaginal dryness. You know that,
vaginal
right?
dryness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And let me explain something to the men. Okay. When a woman says that she's dry, okay, she don't mean that you should just go buy a lubricant and tell her to figure it out. It means that it could be more things going on inside of her. It could be a health issue, it could be an emotional issue, it could be,
Stress.
yeah, it could be anything. So don't just, you know, it's very painful for women when they are dry. It's extremely painful. And some people bleed, some people get depressed. There are so many different things that come along with that. So when your lady says, honey, I'm dry tonight, yeah, go watch a movie.
Yeah, just listen.
The what?
Listen.
Yes, listen. Be concerned just as much as she is because it's going to affect you just the same, right? And premenopausal is especially the time where vaginal dryness is even heightened. So it's a little bit of empathy. Now, I know that when we talk about lubrication, men want to know how they too can be lubricated. So Teresa's going to grab that subject there about lubrication and men and how they can use lubricant.
Lubrication in men. What are your ideas? For me, for lubrication, we talk about the foods that you can eat. We talk about exercise. We talk about sleep. Sleep is another one that plays a very important part
Mm-hmm.
in lubrication. So it all comes down to healthy lifestyle. We're not telling you to go out there and stop doing the majority of the things that you do, but everything is in moderation. Everything Hillary's laughing. Everything
I'm
is in
not saying
moderation.
anything. I'm just.
So why are you laughing? Everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Your eating habits, as we get older, our body change.
Mm-hmm.
And if our body is
When you
changing,
get
we
older, your body changes, men and women
the
and
body
everybody
changes. Yeah.
in between.
It's not just women that goes into
It's everybody.
menopause.
Yeah.
It's everyone. So as your body changes,
Mm-hmm.
you think differently and you react differently.
Mm-hmm.
So like Henry was saying earlier, when your partner comes and tell you that sex is painful, you don't just ignore it and was like, oh, here, there's a cream, use that. Let's get
Mm-hmm.
on with it. No, you pay attention because shoes on the other foot,
But Teresa,
females,
sex can be painful for men too.
but that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Shoes on the other foot, the men, we have a discussion. But when the women say that, it's like, oh, you're making
I am
excuses.
not on her side right now, people. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I wish for the record that you'll figure this out. I love to make Teresa sweat and squirm. I had her fanning the other day.
You had a,
She like
oh,
she started fanning. I was like, "Why are you fanning?" She go, "I can't talk about that. I gotta walk these streets." Oh my
well,
gosh.
as Hilary is drinking her
Mm.
tea, I'm going to take a sip of my cup.
Take a sip of tea. Anytime you see Teresa taking a sip of the tea, that's the fan.
Oh, I can't show you mine, but my tea is hibiscus tea. It's
I
red.
love hibiscus tea. It's really good.
It's nice. No sugar, no milk.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I don't
the
do sugar in
tea.
tea.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
with
put
dry
any sugar in tea.
hibiscus.
Now,
So that's
now there's another thing. Ginger, curry, and ginseng is very great for erectional dysfunction and for erectional issues, for lubrication. Because at the end of the day, there are things attached to the man's penis that also creates the ability for sperm to come out. And if those are not healthy, ladies, then they not coming out, right?
then there's a problem.
And there's a problem. So we have to be a little bit more sensitive when a man says that he has an issue. And this is the things that a lot of guys don't talk about erectional dysfunction because they're ashamed or embarrassed, or society has told them that if they can't function, that they're not men, or I mean, let's just get something out of the way. And you'll hear this here first. I'll be the first to say. We have to realize that men are people, they're human beings, and they have emotional feelings just like everybody else. And for us to have that ideology that they don't have or they can't behave a certain way because it makes them less masculine is such an archaic kind of ideology that I cannot even, I mean, it's just ridiculous. You're asking a person to not be a person. And then when they're not being emotionally supportive, you're like, what's wrong? Why you can't be emotionally supportive? Because you told them not to be. You told them not to be. If they are, they're weak. So, erectional dysfunction is one of those things that is very, very, very serious for a man and can create a lot of depression, suicidal thoughts, health issues, cancer, so many different things. And we need to be a little more sensitive as a society altogether about that particular issue and how dangerous it really is.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything to add, Therese?
What you're saying is true. We tend to, as from children, don't let our boys cry. If you cry, you're soft.
Yeah.
You're not a man. Men don't cry. But no, this is why
Real
we
men
have this
cry because that
program.
means they're human.
That's why we have this podcast so that we can not just talk about lubrication, but talk about things that affect us on our daily lives, men issues. All these are topics that will be coming our way,
Yeah.
coming your way for us to
Yeah.
discuss. So
Because we're all
tune in,
about,
and,
yeah.
we'll talk about them, we discuss them. You can bring your thoughts to the table.
Yeah. Because when you moisturize and lubricate this and this,
into it,
everything
work
else
together,
functions. Right?
work together.
You cannot expect to have a fight and then be like, okay, let's go to bed. No. No, I'm gonna say it here right now. No, you go to bed. you know, we have to be a little bit more mindful of that. Let's continue with the foods because I think we got to get into the one that I think a lot of people are now discovering: yogurts, yogurt, right? That probiotics. Now, some of us, Hillary, have issues with dietary products, some dairy. Hey, Teresa, we have any problems with dairy products?
Yes, no dairy for me, no dairy here at all. I'm not ashamed
We have
to say it.
so we have some interruptions of meetings because
Oh my goodness. Yes,
Teresa's not allowed to have any dairy products when we have
no
meetings.
dairy at all.
No. So, for those like myself who cannot have those, there are soy products like almond milk. For the men,
Oat milk.
however, you got to watch this. Not sorry, I said almond milk for soy. No, it's not. Almond is almond. Soy milk. There's soy milk, and then there are other soy products there out there on the market now. They're pretty good. But men do have to watch that because it does have estrogen inside of it, and it can create some boobs if you eat too much of it for a male. However, a little bit of it is not bad, and it's actually pretty good for you. So soy products are amazing, and there is that old cliche that tofu does not taste good. Let me explain something to you. All those people that say tofu don't taste good. Whoever cook you the tofu can't cook.
You need a chef. You need to change
Because
the chef.
tofu has no taste. It takes on the taste
The
of the
taste
food.
mixed with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if they don't taste good,
So you're gonna cook
that's
me
all I
some
got to
tofu.
say.
Are you
Don't
gonna
write
come
me.
with a recipe for the next time?
Yeah,
That'll
that's
be
right.
good. That'll be
And
good.
you can read yours at what's our email address again, Teresa?
H H dot
I like
O
to trip her
dot
up like this.
T P H dot O dot T Pleasures with a Z or Z, how you pronounce it. So it's H dot
No, it's hot pleasures, girl. Come
O
on
dot
now. It's
PLEAZURES@gmail.com.
we're gonna just drop that in the link for you because the
Hot,
email address is
hot tea pleasures
hot.o.t.pleasures at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
That's right.
H
It's
dot
soon to
O
be
dot
changed
T
because
pleasures.
it's soon will be changed in the summertime because we're going to open up that company, have it going, and the podcast is going to be part of the company. We're going to start out with lubricants, of course, and then move to other products, which we will share later. But right now, the lube is going to be our first product off the market. I am excited. I am just so excited. You know, I want to, every time you tell me the feedback from the participants, I am like, oh my goodness, I can't believe the idea went from an idea to an actual factual product. Do you have a bottle? Do you have one of the bottles?
Yes, I have. Excuse me a minute.
Live, people. Live. Oh my God. I thought you brought the product with you. She said, excuse me, I'll be back. There it is.
I
Bring
don't
it
know
closer.
if
Bring it
you
closer. You
can
can't see it. Bring it
see.
there, right
There
there.
you can see. There
Yeah.
you go.
Wow.
This
We
is
didn't put
one
the
of the
label on
bottles
yet
that
because the
are
label would show you exactly what it is, etc. So that's what the
one
bottle
of our
looks like.
volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You see now?
No, no, before you could see. There, right
Here.
there. Yeah, right there.
Here.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go.
All the
Yes.
bottles. If you're one of our volunteers you're watching,
Yeah.
you will be familiar with this.
That's
This
a
is one of the
sample. This is
bottles.
a sample product. Yeah.
Yes, this is a sample product.
Yeah.
First, we had should I say, Hilary? There are two. We're in the second stage of the
We had
trial.
original and flavored.
Yeah, the original and the flavored.
Yeah.
Some people prefer the flavored. So as they were saying, yes, I like it. It's nice and smooth and it's moisturizing and all these other good things, keeping you moist while
Even the
about scrub
chemist was
it.
like, "Hey."
Yeah. He was also impressed with it as well. And other person was like, yeah, I like it. But I would prefer if it had a scent to it. And it goes, yes, but we're bringing one with a scent. So one person said that, and then two and three other persons said that. And he said, you know what? Instead of bringing this out later, after the first one is launched and moving, let's fast track.
Yep.
And that's just what we did. So the flavor, the
And
scented one is out there,
yep.
and we're getting our feedbacks from that one now. So likely we're gonna drop both of them together. That's the aim.
Now,
Once everything stay on
now,
track, that's the
Teresa,
aim.
what we found out, we don't share this part, but we found out some really interesting stuff as we were doing the second one that's going to be the third one that is going to blow up. That is going to blow the market apart because we found out something thanks to the chemist too. We found out a little secret, and this secret is going to become a product, a third product, and I'm really
We're
excited about
gonna
that one.
tight lip on that one.
Tight lip. Don't even say
Tight lip
nothing
on that
because we
one.
don't want
But the
nobody.
first two,
Other people
yes.
got a whole bunch of money. Don't they? Don't even know. So that one is going to be really great for people of a certain people, and we're excited about that. That's all I got to say about that. Zips. Get back to the food. Let's get back to the food.
We did chili peppers. Bananas.
Bananas.
Bananas. From
There goes
our
my eyes
research,
again.
it
Look at that.
said
Can't see me.
bananas.
Look at my eyes.
Okay,
I'm
often.
fading fast. Go on.
Bananas are high in potassium and they also contain a lot of flavonoids. You see that word flavonoids? Flavonoid is one of the nutrients that is in most of the foods that helps with lubrication.
Yeah.
Flavonoids. So that's good. And it is saying that they found that men who eat at least three not bananas, flavonoid rich foods per week on average will have the least experience of having dryness.
Yeah.
Least experience. So, we're not just talking. We have research, we have checked with persons,
Experiences.
and you can go on and check. You can go on and check for yourself. Having a healthy diet
will give you a healthy vagina and a healthy penis.
Healthy erection.
we didn't even start with the brain. It's going from the bottom up.
So it is what you put in is what you get out.
Exactly.
What you put in is what you get out.
Now, here are some symptoms that women might experience when it comes to vaginal dryness, and this is how you would know either yourself or your lady, if they have this issue. Obviously, there's that whole thinning of the walls, the less elasticity in the vagina area, the decrease in lubrication after sex or during sex. Those are obvious, and the itching and the burning and the stinging sensation in the vaginal or around the vagina. Those are also issues that can tell you that, or symptoms that can tell you that you're having that kind of experience. And then there's that urinary infection, tract infection, that is very famous. A lot of us say, "Oh, I sat on a toilet," or we always think it came from the toilet rim, or this or that. No, you're dry. That's what it is. You got to moisten up. And how you know that you're about to have an infection is the inconsistency of urine, right? We have discomfort, pain. Some people have bleeding, low sex drive or desire, pain during or after sexual intercourse, and of course, the increase of the infection is the most repetitive and consistent one. It seems to be across the board. So those are very, very proven symptoms of vaginal dryness. Now, Teresa, do you have any stories to share?
No stories at this time.
What?
No
You have
stories
to
at
share
this
your story. I'm gonna share my stories. You're not gonna share your story about vaginal dryness?
no stories at this time.
You've well, look. We've all had. You know what's what's interesting is that when you go to the store, right? When you go to the grocery store, and you go pick up two bottles of cranberry juice, people be looking at you like,
Mm,
you know what I mean? In your mind, sometimes you're thinking, I wonder if they thinking something wrong with me. Maybe I just want some
I'm
cranberry
just
juice.
thinking cranberry juice and vodka. One for
Well,
cranberry juice and vodka,
I
another
don't drink that
Franco
kind of hard
yeah.
alcohol now. I'm a wine person. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Is there cranberry wine? I think isn't there a
No, it's grapes, son.
lubricant on the wine list?
What,
Isn't that
cranberry?
part? Yeah, in all
I
foods
don't check the
for
label for information. The only part I look at the wine label is whether or not how much alcohol it got inside of it, and
I know
if it's
there's a
medium
lot of
body
persons.
or if it is it sweet, is it medium body. That's all I need to know.
Mhm.
That's it. If anything else,
I had a glass of wine before we started
yes,
the
we
tea,
know.
so
Now let me tell you guys a
it was
secret.
a white wine.
When Teresa has a glass of wine, I know. She called me up and she just tell me a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And when I have a glass of wine, she knows. What do I do, Teresa, when I have a
Mm,
glass of wine?
we get Stevie Wonder going on. Stevie, it's Stevie
Now,
Wonder going on.
I'll tell you
If you
something. You
didn't
know,
know Stevie Wonder had a sister, no, you
can we talk
know.
about our age? Can we talk about our age?
Yeah, you can mention your
Okay,
age.
we're both about to hit the big 50. I'm excited. I've been telling people I'm 50 years old for years. Okay, and they'd be like, "Wow, you look so good for your age, girl." I was like, "Okay." But I am
I think
about
to reach this age now is a blessing, you know.
Yeah,
And most
I am
people
blessed. My
don't have to
mom,
work. It is
unfortunately,
a
my
blessing.
biological mom never saw 40 years old. So
Mm.
I am blessed to have seen it. Well, knock
Knock on
on
wood.
wood.
All
So
right.
at the end of the year, I will be the big 50, and I'm extremely excited about it. And I'm going to celebrate a bit. I'm hoping to get myself to Hawaii. That's where I'm trying to go for the big 50.
Tell me about
Coming,
Panama.
what?
Panama.
Yeah, that's what my niece was telling me to do Panama instead. Maybe I might do that. I don't
Okay.
know.
I was thinking it
Well,
was
it's a toss up.
Panama.
How about this? Panama or Hawaii? You know what I'm going
Hmm.
to Hawaii for. No, I'm joking. Oh, you can get me in trouble. But so let's recap so that we can wrap this up. You take on the women, I take on the men.
Okay. Well, in terms of
And again, one
foods
more
for
time, collard
lubrication
greens
for
are good
women.
for the vagina. Collard greens.
Sorry.
I love me some collard greens. Go on.
Foods for lubrication for the women. We had spinach. We had potassios. We have the favorite avocados.
Mm-hmm.
We had bananas. We had the cranberry juice, but that can go from both.
Yeah.
Watermelon, spinach, those can go from both as well.
Mm-hmm.
And was it oranges? What oranges just meant?
That's for the men.
Those are the men. So the watermelon, spinach, cranberry, avocados, bananas,
Don't forget sweet potatoes. Don't forget sweet
lots of
potatoes.
water, sweet potatoes, exercise,
Hot
lots of
chili.
and that lots of water.
Yeah.
Emphasize on that, lots of water. So that's it for
No, you
for the
forgot the hot chilies and the yogurt. Don't forget those.
hot chili liver, tofu.
Vitamin
Oh,
A, B, and E.
sunflower and olive oil
Yes.
is also good.
Yes.
Not giving away much on olive oil, but sunflower
And
olive
drink
oil.
lots of water,
Lots,
ladies. Drink
lots of
lots
water.
of agua. Te gusta agua. Okay? Okay.
Healthy on the inside, healthy on the outside.
Always.
Clear mind, relax.
Yes. You
Yeah.
know,
So that's it
take a
from
little
the
time out for
male side.
yourself. We don't take me. You remember? I remember when they had the whole. Did you know where the whole me time came from? Do you remember?
No.
There was a certain show back in the 90s, and there was a wife that she had to go to visit. They used to switch wives or whatever, and this particular lady was from a very wealthy family in New York, and I think she had went to the Midwest or something like that. And she had this thing where she would have me time, but the person coming in didn't understand the concept of the me time because she had a maid and a babysitter and this and that and whatever. So when did you need me time? You every day was me time.
You're not doing anything,
Yeah,
so
so
everything's taken care
but
of.
but
So
she was right because it wasn't about whether how much money you have. It was her taking that time for herself to just have her time. And that kind of flourished and caught on. And she's right. Me time is very important. For myself, I go on hikes with my dog. Cassidy, you guys will meet Cassidy soon. Cassidy from California. You guys will meet her. But Cassidy's my little celebrity friend.
she's your
Yes,
mascot.
yes. Her and Teresa have a interesting relationship,
Oh
you
my
know.
goodness.
But yeah, me time is very, very important. I always, whenever I do my workshops or webinars or anything, I always advise people take time out for themselves, doing something for themselves, not for anyone else. And moms, we are very, very guilty about doing something for ourselves that includes our children. No, I'm talking about you doing something for you that you want to do, a purpose, a passion, whatever it is, something for you only. And I
Self-love,
always,
self-care.
Teresa's gonna know this. When my analogy is this: when the plane's going down, you take the mask off and you put it on your child. Guess what? You're going down anyways. Best thing to do is put that mask on yourself, save yourself so you can save other people, including your kid, and that's how you help others and yourself. Me time is very, very, very important. And part of me time is massaging the vagina, is making sure it's nice and clean and healthy, mentally, so everything will make those areas flow a little bit better. I'm not a doctor, personal experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the men,
For men on the lubrication, you
yeah,
hear it?
let me just remind them of the food. So I'm going to put coffee out there. Coffee should be number one. But we'll go
One
back
of
down the list.
the
We got
Caribbean
what?
singers
Huh?
have a coffee farm. One of the Caribbean singers had a coffee
That was
farm.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley and his
Yeah.
son, yeah.
But Blue
Coffee
Mountain,
farm.
I think is like that
Blue
coffee in
Mountain is his.
Jamaica called Blue Mountain or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Blue
It's one
Mountain.
of the, I think it's one of the best coffees in the world or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't swear by
We
it,
can't swear by anything. We're
but
not endorsing anyone. Don't write us.
I can't
Don't write us
swear by it. But
about that.
I'm thinking that their harvesting
Yeah.
is the old-fashioned way of harvesting.
Yes, that's what I've read. Yeah.
Different old-fashioned way of harvesting.
But
Yeah.
speaking of old fashioned, we all dressed up nicely for our premiere, ain't we? We look all nice and all so we look so good. Look at that.
Mm,
You clean up well, huh?
mhm.
Don't expect
Hair
it every
done,
week.
nails. You see
Like
my
nails
nails?
done,
Hair
hair
done,
done,
nails done,
everything done.
everything done.
Yeah, don't expect this every week. We know. We ain't got time for that. But for men, we have the watermelon, anything melon based with lots of water in that creates a good erection and good penis health. We have spinaches and any kind of leafy greens. Coffee. Again, coffee is great for erectional dysfunction, penis growth. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. And for effective penis food, that is one of the best ones. And
I
again,
like that.
for
Penis
erectional
food.
dysfunction is dark chocolate,
Chocolate.
the one you eat. Salmon is great again for erection as well as for a healthy penis. Lots of vitamin D in there. About 80% of the salmon is vitamin D based. Then you have pistachios and almonds, walnut nuts, all kind of nuts, other nuts. Nuts are great. Teresa loves nuts. She told you that earlier. You're gonna get a lot of
It's all
emails.
about the nuts.
So it makes it basically it makes the body good, just like milk. Um, I don't know that for sure. That's what they said in the commercial about the milk now, but we know that nuts are good for has a lot of natural oils inside of nuts, and then we have the
Mhm.
oranges and blueberries that are good for erectional dysfunction as well. And it does this very similar thing to imagine chocolate, dark chocolate has sorry, blueberries and oranges does the same thing similar to dark chocolate. Now there is a candy up here in Canada, I'm not sure if it's in Barbados or anywhere else, is actually a dark chocolate that has blueberry and orange inside of it. It's so good.
Which brand is it?
I don't remember,
Linden or
but
something like that?
whenever it's very expensive, by the way.
I
And I
know
see now I know why.
Linden makes it
Now I
right.
know why it's so expensive, but it's like these pieces of chocolate. They have it crackled, in a bag,
Uh-huh.
and it's not very big, and I think it's like $10 for. You can get it in
A little
Costco.
small bag.
I've seen it in Costco, but it's really really good. It's very rich, very a great taste. And then of course there's the spicy hot foods. Um, Hot sauce is good for you people. Hot sauce and collard greens is great for for everyone. But yeah, those are the foods that are great for men, foods that are great for women. Do you have any closing words, Teresa, when it comes to massaging to create moisture, lubrication, relaxation, to get lubricant, to get into mood, to get yourself back, after dealing with erectional dysfunction or vaginal dryness, coming out of that, even the fear. I don't think men realize how afraid women get when they're coming out of dealing with vaginal dryness, and now they're becoming lubricant again because they're getting either estrogen shots or some kind of therapy or whatever. And then going back into the having sex is a very scary experience for the woman, because the last time she checked, she was having some pain and bleeding when when she last had sex, or it was very extremely painful. But now it's supposed to be better based on what the doctor has said or the results have said, but she hasn't tested it yet. So is there any kind of massage that guys can do or the women can do for the male that can create that flow of
I
relaxation?
think with massaging for that purpose, it all depends on what caused it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So with such, you have to tread carefully. But if there's nothing wrong and it's just a case of body changes, drinking lots of water helps,
Mm-hmm.
exercise helps, because with exercise and massage therapy, always helps with stimulation and blood circulation.
Is there any
And
part
once you
they
have
is there any
blood
kind of
flow,
self massage they can do to help, or the spouse?
massaging of the pelvis area, lower
Mm-hmm.
back is good.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, massaging the inner thighs,
Mm-hmm.
not too heavy of pressure, like pressure, because you have a lot of lymph nodes in there. So light massaging, um, pep talk when you're massaging.
Mm-hmm.
Again, what you say to a person, it makes them feel good,
Mm-hmm.
and the body reacts.
Yes.
That's it. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Light massage.
I seen that on the show one time. They have a massage where the couples were sitting on top of each other, like or facing each other, and then kind of it's supposed to be like an emotional massage. So they're sitting
Facing each other.
facing each other, their legs crossed across around or wrapped around each other, and then
Mhm.
basically massaging each other. I guess to
Yeah, and
create
then
that
and then doing that,
intimacy.
you're basically seeing one another's reaction. So
Yeah.
that's like I said earlier.
Hmm.
It starts with your mind first. So how would I say, happy thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
happy body,
Mm-hmm.
happy outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So that's basically it for having an issue as such.
Okay. And what is our topic for next Saturday?
Next Saturday, let me just check. What was it? I have to go into our
You have to go into your
file.
calendar. I,
Yeah.
so you guys know I do this to Teresa a lot.
Italy. Yes, she does.
If I don't remember something, I'm like, "Hey, Teresa, what is this supposed to be?"
And there's no prompting, you know. There's no
There's
prompting.
none. It's more of like a throw her under the bus kind of situation.
May
Seven. That's the Mother's Day weekend.
May 7th is vaginal steaming. The benefits of vaginal steaming.
Vaginal steaming, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be a new thing, isn't it? Not new. It's from Africa. It ain't new.
They do.
It ain't new.
Yeah,
It
so
just got here.
May 7th is vaginal steam.
Mm,
Benefits of vaginal steam is just there's a right way and a
yeah.
wrong way. So we have to get or research. We have to get out there and do some research, get
Maybe we
some
might have some
feedback from
person that's done it
others.
before to come on the show and
If
talk
there's
about it.
yeah,
That would be
if
good.
there's anyone, if
Yeah.
there's anyone in the audience,
Yeah.
you can,
Oh, we'll be
drop
live.
us an
Woo! We get
email.
to. Ooh, this
Drop
is
us
gonna
an
be fun.
email with some
Mhm.
information where we can get some information from,
Mhm.
and we can take it from there.
Yep.
I think by then we should have our technical issues sorted, so
Mhm.
we'll be able to have you join the chat, join the live, and that would be good.
Yep.
We're all here to be real, be raw, educate each other.
And stay moist, y'all. Stay completely moist. Well,
Mm-hmm.
we hope you enjoy the show. Yes, it was pre-recorded, supposed to be live. Technical issues. I think my eyes are cleaning up a little bit. My nails are kind of jacked up, but I know it's on my forehead now.
Yeah, the forehead thing. You're not doing the orphan thing again.
I
Yeah.
know, I know. I keep fading it out.
Well, it's
But
funny though. At the beginning, we had all this, and now we're coming to the close,
I
and
know.
everything is just falling into place.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. Well, that was it. Our first show. We look forward to doing many more shows with you as our product comes out. We look forward to sharing that with you, and maybe some of the participants that did the test, they might come on the show. We don't know. We'll ask. They might not want to. But again, thank you so much, so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and always keep lucid, keep moist, and we will see you on
Mhm.
the next show. From myself here in Ontario, Canada,
And for me here in
and
Barbados,
no, she does not know Rihanna personally. Don't ask.
no,
Stay
stay
moist and
moist,
lucid,
I
everybody.
think.
Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
I think that was good.
You stop it.
Yep.
Good. Yeah. So we have a
There,
work
I,
cut out for
so
us for
one more
getting.
time, before we go, see, live and in color. Here we go. We having a little bit of technical issues. Before we go, we just want to say a special thank you. Hold on, don't play us out yet. Before we
Who's
go, we
this
just want to say a
again?
special thank you to one of our people that was helping us out. Kobe and Dalton and
Dalton.
Nicolette. Thank you so very very much for your technical and PR advice and help with getting the show off going, and everyone
Yes,
else
thank
that's
you
been
for me too.
supportive or friends. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, I thank Kobe as well, and thank you for everyone that's been very very supportive, or family and friends. And again, we hope to see you next week. Now you can play us out. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye Teresa.
Bye, Hilary. Yeah, now we're hearing it.
Do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big